Hello everyone, my name is Adey Purohit, a data analysis intern at the StarTech Academy. In this video, I will be explaining the solution to task 3 that I have been provided with. Let's look into the problem statement first. As a data analysis intern, I had to analyze sports data. I was given actually two data sets. The first data set was about the matches of the IPL, Indian Premier League, and the second data was about ball by ball uh, deliveries data of those particular matches. Both the data sets were in comma separated value files, that is CSV files. What I was supposed to do was to import that data from the CSV files, export it to a database management system, and then draw actionable insights from that data as I was supposed to, as I was instructed. Let's look into the data sets first for reference. So, this is the data set for the matches of each and every match. So, this is the ID of the match ID, the city in which the match was played, the date at which the on which the match was played, player of the match, and so on. That's the whole data of matches. This is the data of deliveries, of every delivery, every ball that was delivered. So the ID of the match in which the ball was delivered, the inning of that in that particular match in which the ball was delivered, the over in which the ball was delivered, and the ball number, the batsman who played it, the non-striker, the bowler who bowled it, the runs, the extra runs, total runs, was it a wicket, was it a dismissal, uh, any extras, the batting team, the bowling team, and the deliveries ID was a new column that was created by me in order to create a primary key for my SQL table. Let's see what I was supposed to do with this. Okay, these two are the we can say uh, what do we say? Yes. So firstly, I was supposed to create two tables named matches and deliveries. So I have already performed this task by myself, and this is my record book. This is the query which will make me a table named matches. So I am going to my database. I am using an Oracle database here. I am copying and pasting it from my record to this Oracle database. I am copying and pasting it because I have already performed this task, and this is just to show that how do we actually do this task. When I run this, it's telling me the name is already used by an existing object. This means because I have already created the table, that's why it's not creating another table of the same name. Let me drop the table for you. That means delete the existing table and let's create it once again. Drop table matches. When I fire this query, the table is deleted. Now if I copy and paste this query is written by me and it was in my record book. See, this is the name of the ID. This is the name of the column that I want to create in the table. All of these are the name of the columns, and besides them, just a second. Yeah. Besides them are the data types. So the ID would be a number of length 7. The city would be a string type. So it's called a varchar in SQL. and it would be of length 18. Then we have the player of the match. It would also be a string data type. So I would have to write varchar2, which would be of length 18, and so on. When I run this query, okay, I have to select the whole statement. When I run this query, the table is created. So we just created the table for matches. Now we'll have to create the table for deliveries as mentioned. We'll select the entire query and fire it. It's again saying name is already used because I already have an existing table named deliveries, as I have already performed the task. This was just to show you that how the table is actually created. I am not again deleting and dropping the table. This is how actually the tables are created. Then the next query is to import data from CSV file, both for IPL matches and IPL ball. So for that, we will have to go to the home page of this Oracle database management system. Go to utilities, data load. It is loading. Yeah. Then I'll have to select the type from which I want to import. So it is a CSV file, comma separated values. So I'll select text data. I will choose the file. Let's say IPL matches. I'll click on next. I'll give a table name to it. Now I already have performed this task using IPL matches and IPL deliveries. I have given those names to my tables. So I'll give another name. Let's say match 1 or match 2. I have to change the name of this date column because date is a keyword reserved by the SQL database server. So I can't use it again. That's it. I want to use an existing column as my primary key, and I want to load the data. It's loading the data. There we go. The data is loaded. We can see 816 columns successfully inserted and zero rows failed. So all the data has been successfully imported. This is how we actually import data for both the matches and the deliveries table. We'll look into the next task. Select top 20 rows of the deliveries table and select the top 20 rows of the matches table. Okay, let's go to home, SQL, commands. Let's write a command. Select star from IPL deliveries, semicolon. When I run this query, okay, we were supposed to select top 20. Now this is showing us top 10. So for that, we need to actually simply select 20 from this display options and then again fire the query. Now it is showing us top 20 deliveries. All right, for IPL balls. Now we will have to Now we want to see top 20 rows for IPL matches. So I'll change it to matches. I'll hit run, and there we have the top 20 columns for IPL matches that were played or were present in our matches dataset. Our next task is to fetch data of all the matches played on 2nd May 2013. Let's write the query for that. Select star from IPL matches, because we want the data of the matches and not the deliveries. Select star from IPL matches. We'll put the condition now where date of match, because it's the name of the column right here. We can see date of match. That's why we wrote date of match equals to 02 second of 05 May 2013, and a semicolon right here. And when I fire this query, there we have the two matches that were played on 2nd of May 2013, and we have our favorite players as player of the match, AB de Villiers and Suresh Raina. This is the result of the query. All this that we are doing right now is actually we are actually drawing actionable and useful insights from our data so that we can make improved data driven decisions. This analysis is performed using SQL. Let's see what is our next task. It is to fetch the data of all the matches where the margin of victory is more than 100 runs. Okay, this result margin right here should be greater than 100 runs. So I'll change the condition where result margin is greater than 100 and fire the query. There we have all the list of all the matches where the result margin is greater than 100. Then our next task is to fetch the data of all the matches where the final scores of both the teams are tied and order it in descending order of the date. All right, it's a bit tricky, but we will do this. We will have to just change the condition where result, because that's where we store what happened, what was the result of the match. So result equals to PIE. Mind well, the data is case sensitive in Oracle SQL database management system. It's only and only the data that is case sensitive. None other thing. No, neither the name of the column nor the name of the table, not even the keywords and not even the data types or anything is case sensitive. Only and only the data is case sensitive in SQL, Oracle SQL database management system. So we cannot write capital TIE. We'll have to write small, sorry, TIE, and we need to sort them in descending order of the match played. So we'll write order, sorry, order by we are ordering it by ID, and because we want it in descending order, DESC semicolon. We'll fire the query, and there we have list of all the matches that were actually tied. We can see the result is tie. The result is tie for all each and every row that has been returned. Okay, we ordered this by ID. That's because the the date from our data set was actually in the string data type. It was entered as a string data type. So the SQL server was facing a problem in converting it into the date data type. That's why we had to order it by ID. Otherwise, we would have ordered it by the date itself. And we wrote this DESC. That's because we wanted it in descending order. We can see 2020, that's ninth month of 2000, that's 20, then 20, then 19, then 17, then 15, then 14, then 13, and so on. So that is how the results were sorted. Looking at the next query that we have to write, get the count of the cities that have hosted an IPL match. Okay, so we will have to use aggregate functions here. In this, after the select keyword, we write whatever we want as a result. So we want the count of the city, and I also want the name of the city. So I'll write city as well. From IPL matches and group it by count. Sorry, group it by city. Let's fire this query. There we have the list of all the cities. Not all. We have the top 20 cities. If we want all the list, if we want all the rows, all the names of the cities that actually hosted an IPL match between 2017 and 2020, that's because only that much data is available to us. And we will write 50. We will select 50 and then fire this query again. So we have 33 cities actually, which actually hosted the IPL matches. If we want them to be okay, the task is completed here, and it was mentioned that if you want to do something more with the query, you can do that also. So let's say I want to sort this data. I want this data in ascending order. So for that, I'll do order by. That's it, and I ordered it by count of the city. So now this will return me the data in ascending order. So this particular city has hosted two IPL matches. Nagpur has hosted three IPL matches. Then so on this Kimberley, then East London, Kanpur four matches, Kochi five matches, Raipur six matches, and the last is Mumbai, which has hosted 101 matches from 2017 to 2020. So that is how data analysis works using SQL. I have been using Oracle's database management services since I was learning this subject in my college. You can use any other database management system. That's all for task 2. Thank you.